Mike? Anything that sticks out that you did?
I thought Jabari was good. I thought Jabari really tried to run the team, tried to do the right things. Not Jabari, Jawan, I'm sorry. Jawan. 6 assists, no turnovers. You know, I thought we were out trying to pressure them in the first half. We created 11 turnovers. Now, look, we have 9. And ours are careless. They're playing 2-3 zone. We're just very careless with the basketball.
Is that sort of performance what you hope to get from Jawan long-term throughout the season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Jabari's been really good, and he was not good today. And he's been good. Had 4 turnovers, and I think they gave somebody else one. I think he had 5 the first half. We can't win like that. So,
with so many different pieces, is part of the season just going to be figuring out who is playing well or who's matching up in a particular game, getting those guys out there?
No, I got some guys, if they can't play harder than what they played today, I really don't need them to play. You know, we went through supposedly trying to grow up. They haven't grown up by now, they're not going to grow up, so.
What's the big difference between bringing in old guys on a young team versus young guys on an old team, like a traditional freshman class?
Most of the time when you bring in young guys on an old team, they never play. You would think that the older guys, because of their maturity level, which I think for the most part's the case. Some guys it's not, but some guys never grow up. So.
Juwan Staten was talking about the how he was not happy with the way you guys were running the floor. I'm guessing you kind of echo that.
Well, we didn't run the floor. We didn't get the loose balls. We didn't hang on to balls. We didn't pass it very well. It's a lot of stuff to do, you know. I mean, when we go 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, I mean, you can't go any longer than that and lift, you know. So it's not like we're not putting the time in. We're just not. I don't know. You know, I just didn't think we competed. Yeah, I thought we did it first, and then we just kind of stopped competing. How hard is it to run the floor when you're supposedly one of the, you know, premier athletes in the country? You know, I mean, you play basketball at a high level, you ought to be a pretty good athlete.
Is the spacing of the games coming up a concern for you? Would you like to play a little more frequently over the next 2-3 weeks?
After the day, I don't know if I want to play. I don't know. You know, I told Tony and Jay, you know, they asked me, are we ready for Gonzaga, which obviously we're not. But, you know, we're going to go out there and play like crazy, and at least we'll know what we have to fix. You know what I mean? And how good we are, or how bad we are. I would rather do that, I think, than, you know, schedule 5 games that we win by, you know, 30 or 40, and so you mask your problems. And then all of a sudden, then the reality sets in, and it's, you know, you don't have near as much time to fix it. So I think that's good. I told them, I think in 2002, I think it was, we played Oklahoma State, actually opened a new Gallagher-Iba arena, and we lost by whatever it was, 9 or 11 or whatever, seemed like 106, you know, the way they played. And we had some soul searching, and, you know, some guys questioned some other guys' fortitude, and I questioned a lot of guys' fortitude, and we went on 121 games in a row, but we knew what we had to fix. You know, sometimes you don't you play all those games. I mean, sometimes it's okay because sometimes you get your confidence and things, you know, but a lot of times you don't. You just mask what your problems really are, and I think we'll find out real quick where our issues are, and then we can go about fixing them.
I just said that Gonzaga has been on your mind pretty much since last year, and they've kind of let them know about it. Is that fair to say?
Bob, I don't lose very well. There's a whole lot of people I'd like to play again. Like 14 of them. But, yeah, I mean, that was embarrassing.
Do you think your team's ready to play Gonzaga?
It's one way to find out, Mick. Right, go play. Then we'll find out. Yep, they're very good. 4 out of 5 starters back.
Coach, what happens now the rest of this week? As you work the rotation down, do you continue to try to play 10, 12 guys? Or
I was going to give them tomorrow off, but not because of this. I was going to give them tomorrow, and I thought, you know, while the game's fresh, we probably ought to watch film tomorrow and then take Thursday off, and then we'll I'm not going to play guys that don't compete. I mean, I'm just not going to do that. And there's some guys that are going to have to really prove to me that they're going to compete. If they're not going to compete, then, I mean, we're wasting our time with them. Some guys are happy just being here, putting a uniform on, you know.
That can't be coming to you just from this game, though. It's practice too, I mean.
Well, you know, Bob, you think you know sometimes, but I really, honestly, I let them do a whole bunch of stupid stuff early, you know what I mean? I let them take shots they can't make, you know, and I let them dribble balls they can't dribble, and I let them do a bunch of stuff, you know, because you would, I like to think that, I know when I played, I didn't want to, like, if I couldn't dribble, if I lost it 75% of the time I dribble, I would never have dribbled because I wanted to play, you know. I wanted to see if someone were smart enough to figure it out on their own. And then, so I've given them a chance. They can't say, well, you didn't give me a chance to show you what I can do. I have. Since, you know, the 2 hours a day thing, I've let them kind of do things they can't do, which is partially why our offense is so bad. Seemingly everybody grabs it, thinks they can make a play with it. But we'll fix that.
Bob, are you concerned about 1 for 14 on threes, or can you chalk any of that up to just bad?
Well, I should chalk a lot of it up to shot preparation, Dave. You know, I think when we go back and look at the film, I mean, the ones that I looked at when I looked at their feet, it was terrible. They had no chance to make it. Our shot preparation was just awful. Our shot preparation's awful because we don't, I mean, you never know when you're open if a guy's going to pass you the ball. I mean, you should know when you're open they're going to pass you the ball. And we don't know if they're going to pass it to you or put their head down and drive into 3 guys or try to force it through 4 guys to a guy who's not open, you know. So, I mean, sometimes I guess you have, but you really shouldn't have a pass. You should be ready to shoot it all the time. But our shot preparation was terrible. Jabari shot it very, very well. I mean, the last, 2 weeks, I mean, he has really shot the ball well, and he didn't shoot it well today. And Matt Humphrey shot it pretty well, and he didn't shoot it very well today. And AB got hurt. AB's has shot it in. He did something to his thumb, so we didn't have him. Keaton's made shots as long as he, you know, takes good shots. He's made shots.
Coach, it sounds like, I mean, obviously you got some things to work on, but I imagine you're in a better position now than you were at this time last year. I mean, it sounds like you're just as disappointed as you were last year at this time.
Well, I want us to be better than we were last year, Justin, you know. I mean, I thought we could get 10, 11 guys and we could play really, really hard and we could just keep 7 guys in and keep fresh people and we could just wear other people down. I don't know that we have that many people.